Today on Karamo.
You think Miranda's obsessed with Shawn?
She's obsessed with my brother, yes.
It's a very complicated co-parenting situation
Do you feel accepted by this new family?
that involves issues around race,
I'm not saying anything with racist intent.
You said that I am mad because I have a biracial grandchild.
a family that took this young woman in,
We're living under the same roof and we're together.
You cheated under the same roof.
and a situation that has reached its breaking point.
Is it worth it to deal with this versus be alone?
Plus, they've dealt with the police,
We were getting into really bad fights, so the police, I don't know this woman, it's a prostitute, I was trying to help her.
but can this couple deal with what happens after both of their phones are unlocked?
Pages upon pages upon pages upon pages.
My guest Miranda has a baby with Shawn Jr., but she says his family doesn't want her to have a relationship with him. She claims they treat her like a total outcast. Take a look at this.
I'm trying to co-parent my 2-year-old son with his father, but I'm having 2 issues. His mother and his sister. We all lived together when I was pregnant, and it made me and my son's father argue constantly. It's tough being around his family. They're really critical and really bossy. I feel like his mother and his sister tag team me. They don't see that I'm just trying to be a good parent. Shawn Jr. and I have been on and off. He's my baby father, and I may have attachment issues. We may not be technically dating now, but I do love him, and I do know that we will be in each other's lives forever. They just need to understand that I'm very protective of my son and my baby father as well. I'll always have Shawn Jr.'s back.
All right, everyone, before we meet Miranda, let's hear what Shawn Jr.'s sister has to say. So everyone, please welcome Keemah to the show. Please tell me about your brother's relationship with Miranda.
Okay, so from the start, I'm gonna keep it real. When my brother got with Miranda, he already had a girlfriend. But when things started to get serious, which was when she ended up pregnant, he, left all of that alone and just, because he knows his wrongs. Like, okay, I messed up here. There's no fixing it, so I'm just gonna try to make this work for the sake of my son.
Got it.
But my mom already kept it clear with Shawn, like, I think it's just too much right now to have somebody else come live with me. And, I feel like I'm taking on a lot. So
Yes.
she expressed to him how she felt. And from Miranda's end, it was like her family was like, well, we don't want you staying here. And, you're pregnant with his baby. So we're like, we don't know if it's some type of, racial maybe matters.
Yeah.
So we just like, forget it. We just gonna, take her in. She's pregnant right now. So she moves in with us and stuff. And, we're picking, getting the feel out of Miranda. But the problem with Miranda, she doesn't like to speak. She wasn't speaking at the time. And you live with us now. So it's like, okay, we want it to be a family dynamic.
Yeah.
So the arguments and stuff start. So we're like, okay, Miranda, what's going on? Oh, it's nothing, I'm just having a bad day. So she's trying to express herself and stuff, but we're like, okay, is every day a bad day? Or what do you do you not like us? What are you doing? Because it's like, at this point, y'all are cooped up in a room together. We would try to have her come downstairs, come watch the show with us. It's Shawn. So this is when we started to feel like, okay, it's getting a bit obsessive.
Is she shy?
You said shy?
Shy.
No. She
Okay,
do a lot of stuff that wouldn't be shy to me.
Okay,
so,
got it.
No.
Got
It's a persona, that you're portraying. And
Okay.
I get it, but I'm going to be the type of person I am. If I'm wrong, I'm going to be wrong. I'm going to take accountability, period. So I'm not going to play I'm not going to do that.
You talking about producer Miranda, you think Miranda's obsessed with Shawn Jr.?
I think she's obsessed with my brother, yes.
Why?
She's obsessed because, like I told you, the way they started, it was already bad. It was just for fun. And it's like if a man is constantly telling you he doesn't want to be with you and then he's showing you he doesn't want to be with you, you're not taking it for what it is and then you're crying about it. It's like, what are you doing, Because you don't want to move on from him and it's like he's moved on, So
are they together now?
They're not together now. They're
Okay.
not. So, but like, this is what's crazy because even last night it was a situation where, my brother just keeps expressing to her like, you are trying to make it seem like we're still together. Like, we need to just be parents. But like I told him, you lead her on. You make her feel like y'all are it's still something there. You know what I'm saying? When you babe her and you touch her and we're watching, So, and like I told him.
You say babe her or babe her?
Babe,
Okay,
like
I just
babe.
wanna make sure.
Yeah, like, oh, babe,
Okay, babe her.
baby. Yeah,
Okay.
no, not babe.
Yeah,
like,
I was like, okay, I just want to make clear. Because you bathing somebody, you sending a real clear signal.
Clear signal, right, exactly. So,
Okay.
But, and like she said,
does she make threats to keep the baby away from him?
All the time. And it's like, you can't keep him away from him if you don't even have anything for him right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like...
Because you said earlier she wasn't working. So
she's not working. No, I don't know if she's working now, but from, recently, I know that she wasn't working anymore. He's trying. My brother's really trying, and he's really trying to, like, deal with this the best way he can. When she does that to him, I feel like it just frustrates him to the point to where it's like, I don't even know what to do. And I don't want to see no woman in a predicament to be wrapped up in, going crazy mentally, being depressive about a person that they're not receiving that love from. I want her to be loved, I want her to feel that. I'm not Team Shawn. I'm not Team Miranda. I'm Team what's right. I'm Team my nephew.
I don't know if she feels the same way. So everyone, let's meet Miranda
Okay,
right now. Everyone,
bring
please
her
welcome
out,
Miranda to the
because-
show.
Her whole relationship with Shawn Jr. is in question,
And you feel like you're in the relationship.
See how you doing? You see how you doing?
but she lives with his sister
How is that my fault? How is that my problem?
No,
and with his mother.
She said slanderous, racist words.
Is there any way to make this situation work?
I'm trying to co-parent my 2-year-old son with his father, but I'm having 2 issues. His mother and his sister. We all lived together when I was pregnant, and it made me and my son's father argue constantly. It's tough being around his family.
When my brother got with Miranda, he already had a girlfriend. From Miranda's end, it was like her family was like, well, we don't want you staying here, and you're pregnant with his baby, so we're like, we don't know if it's some type of, racial maybe matter. So we just like, forget it. We just gonna, take her in. She's pregnant right now. So
Are they together now?
They're not together now.
Everyone, let's meet Miranda right now.
Keemah.
Because I can't never come. No, I can't. It's like I can't.
Hello, how you doing?
Right, you're not in a relationship with you act like you are. And like I said, I want to, when I talk to you, I want to come to you as a woman.
But you talk at me,
No,
not
I
to
know.
me.
It's because you act
And
like
you
a
feel
little
like you're
girl.
in the relationship,
See
but
how
you're
you doing?
not.
You see how you doing?
No, I'm just letting you know.
I'm not.
That's
I
your
don't wanna be in a
brother.
relationship.
That's
That
my
is
baby
my
father.
brother. It's my brother.
I had a child with
It
him,
is my
not you.
brother. It is my brother, and I know that. But when you bring me into y'all problems, now I'm in the relationship.
From your point of view, Shawn Jr. has said to you, we're in a relationship.
Yes.
But
Those
to
words.
us,
multiple occasions, yes.
But he's
we're
telling
not
you
together.
something different.
We're not
Got
together.
it.
We're
Okay,
not
then.
together.
He make it seem like we're not together when it's convenient for him.
Got it.
Right,
like,
so
when
if it's
she brings
convenient
her
for him
friends
to
around,
holler
it's
at
not
my
convenient.
homegirls, and we're all together with Miranda here, and it's convenient for him to talk to another female with you there in your face, how is that my fault? How is that my problem?
No, I'm talking
If they're
about
my
the behind
homegirls.
closed doors and you
What's
being
behind
sneaky about
closed
it.
doors? I've never hooked my brother up with
Okay.
none of my friends. I tell Shawn, I don't even want you dealing with my friends.
Do you think,
Like,
Miranda, that your relationship with Shawn Jr. is distracting you from, first of all, just figuring out yourself as a young woman, but also distracting you from also being a mother?
I would say it does get a little distracting when it's so many arguments. And when I'm trying to focus on my son and I'm arguing, it's like, damn, I gotta deal with this argument.
Yeah.
I can't even.
But
And
why
what are
are
y'all
you
normally
arguing?
arguing about?
Right.
What are you normally arguing
It's
about?
a lot of things. Like, it could be anything because his temper's real
But
short
who's
and so is
causing
mine.
no arguments?
It'd be the both of us.
Okay,
It be the both
so
It'd be the both of us
How
and
is
them.
it? How is it when someone is saying, stop, please, stop, I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk, leaving from inside to outside? Can you please not argue with me? Can you please just not? So how is it?
I want to say hello. This is your mother, Mikeeah,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Hello,
Hello,
Mikeeah. How you
everyone.
doing?
Hello.
So, do you think, from your opinion, because I just heard you say they're arguing and you're trying to tell her that she should be the one to stop, do you give that same advice to your son?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
When I'm outside, downstairs, and I can hear him, I'm sitting in my car for 20 minutes, and I've brought this to her attention. And also, my fiance has had to come in because she said slanderous, racist words to Shawn.
This family took Miranda in.
I'm not saying anything with racist intent.
How big a factor is race in this situation?
You said that I am mad because I have a biracial grandchild.
Stay tuned.
Do you feel accepted by this new family?
You are the five. Get off my stage.
When I talk to you, I want to come to you as a woman.
But you talk at me,
No,
not
I
to
know.
me.
It's because you act
And
like
you
a
feel
little
like
girl.
you're in the relationship,
See
but
how
you're
you
not.
doing? It's not.
That's
I
your
don't wanna be in a
brother.
relationship.
That's
That
my
is
baby
my
father.
brother. It's my
I
brother.
had a child with
It is
him,
my
not you.
brother.
From your point of view, Shawn Jr. has said to you, we're in a relationship.
Yes.
But
Those
to
words.
us,
Okay.
it's,
Yes.
But he's
we're
telling
not
you
together.
something different.
We're not
Got
together.
it.
We're
Okay,
not
then.
together.
He make it seem like we're not together when it's convenient for him.
This is your mother, Mikeeah,
Yes.
right? Do you think, from your opinion, because I just heard you say they're arguing and you're trying to tell her that she should be the one to stop. Do you give that same advice to your son?
Yes, I do. She says slanderous, racist words to Shawn. That came up, and I'm hearing all of this vulgarity,
Is that true
this
that you
disrespect.
Is that true that you said
know,
racist words from?
I'm not saying anything with racist intent.
no,
said
that's
the
not, that's not,
said-
that's not, that's not
Okay.
correct.
Right.
I get
So
it.
then
That's
she
crazy.
gets to hollering, "Oh, you're racist." She'll do it to my brother too. You're racist.
He's racist
You're
towards me
this,
as well.
You're that.
Cracker,
But it's
you know what
like,
I'm saying?
okay,
That's
it's
how
like,
I do
okay,
it.
but my point is,
And it's not
why do you
right.
want to be with somebody like that?
Yes.
I
I
was
do.
told
I do.
in a text message I can reference, and I saved it. And I told you we're going to talk about everything because I'm not. What I want is a resolution, and I want
agree.
you to understand that I do not dislike you. I want the best for you. You have my first grandson, okay? And that's all I keep trying to show you. And I've said, I feel like I do have a duty because your mother is not involved. I'm involved in everything.
Literally.
But when you said that, I am mad because I have a biracial grandchild. You hurt me to the core. And I want you to know that.
Well, when
You hurt me to the core. This is what I
and you
want to
hurt me
deal
as well.
with, okay?
When-
But I've never
okay.
denied it.
Okay.
And for you to make it so, I mean, it cut me. It's like it did more damage than anything.
Okay.
But I've always been Team Miranda. You're a woman such as myself.
Why is your mother not in the picture?
There's issues.
Was it racial?
No, I want to say racial issues, but I do feel some sort of like, tension.
You know what
So-
I said? We're grandmother. I said, you should know that you have to participate too. I said, I got it because I work hard for it.
That part. That part.
So outside of this incident, why is it, from your opinion, your mother not in the picture?
She's just not the most stable, and I don't feel comfortable bringing my son around, if that makes sense, because I'm scared she's gonna pop off.
Do you feel accepted or do you feel judged by this new family you're in?
I want to say that I feel like they're trying to accept me, but at the same time, like I said, I got a mouth on me, and I don't want to go
So
for
why did
everything
you call
anyone
me
got to say.
violent?
Wait, one more time.
Excuse me?
I didn't hear what she
I
was
was called violent.
Yeah, most definitely. You don't talk to me normally. Like I said, same with Keemah, you talk at people, and it's very aggressive. So like I
So
said,
have I been aggressive?
It is aggressive.
Have I
Yeah.
been
Where does
aggressive?
aggressiveness
No, what
come
I
from?
think
No,
is
when you get mad,
I've
you
told
don't,
you this
like-
before. I'm passionate.
Passionate, yes.
Okay.
We're passionate. We care.
I have a moral compass.
But
We care. But that's
I'm
why it's the same
ethical.
thing. Still learning each
Only
other,
when it's
Miranda.
convenient
It's
for you.
not con- when is
'cause
it convenient for
Keemah,
me to be
for
compassionate
real,
for you?
Before this,
To you.
we barely even talk.
Miranda,
And so when I'm trying to come be cool,
you always
it's-
start stuff. You always start stuff, and then
But
you
it take
play
two
this
to tango.
victim. You can't name a time I've ever disrespected you other than telling you how I feel, and that's gonna be period. I'm gonna stand on how I feel. Period. Just because you can't don't mean I'm not. I'm trying to show you how to be a stand-up, mature, strong woman. Regardless of the color, regardless of the age, whatever. I want you to be strong. That's where we go wrong because you act too weak for me. And I'm not
weak,
I don't
though.
like to dwell in weak stuff.
I'm
I
not
don't.
weak,
I don't.
'cause everyone has
But
their
that's what it
moments, so-
gives. Okay, but you have too many moments. It's too many
But like I said,
but
it's none
too
of your
many
business
moments,
what
but
I'm
it's not about
feeling.
my nephew though, and that's where
But it
it's
is
like
about
you-
my nephew.
it's
Like I
weak.
said, you're not there
It gives
behind
weak.
closed doors.
It gives
You
weak. I'm
hearing
behind every
what you
door.
wanna
It's my
hear.
family.
But hearing what
I'm
you want to
behind
hear.
my
There's one
mom's
perspective
door.
that I think I need to get from
Like,
here
what?
because I'm getting a
You
good
know,
gauge.
everybody
Like
door.
crazy.
I'm getting a good gauge of the communication and the breakdown of the communication more so. But I think it's time that we meet the man caught in the middle of all of this. Everyone, let's please welcome Shawn Jr. to the show. Hey, how you doing?
Good.
to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you for being here.
Yes, sir.
So, how would you describe your relationship with Miranda?
It's toxic. We had our moments where we was together.
You could have let her on.
No.
Then that's where
I'm
that's what
not.
it is.
Can this living situation continue?
We're living under the same roof and we're together.
You cheated under the same roof.
Should this living situation continue?
This is all breaks down to your brother.
No, but it does.
You have needed
That's what
this
I'm
all
saying. I'm
around.
Stay tuned.
And I told you we're gonna talk about everything because I'm not, what I want is a resolution. And I want
agree.
you to understand that I do not dislike you. I want the best for you. You have my first grandson. I've always been Team Miranda.
If I didn't like Miranda, I wouldn't have offered for her and my nephew to come live with me without Shawn to have stability.
Do you feel accepted or do you feel judged by this new family you're in?
I want to say that I feel like they're trying to accept me.
I'm getting a good gauge of the communication and the breakdown of the communication more so. But I think it's time that we meet the man caught in the middle of all of this. Everyone, let's please welcome Shawn Jr. to the show. So how would you describe your relationship with Miranda?
It's toxic. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay,
it's
and why do you think it's toxic?
Off the bat, she's not accountable for anything that she does, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
At all. So,
And what things do you think she's not accountable for?
well, for instance, honestly, like, you know, it's been times where me and her, then she done went through my phone and probably seen a girl who I followed on Instagram. And,
He cheated on me on
Listen,
countless occasions.
Right, and can you be honest,
So
Shawn?
let's
You
be
do
real.
lead
I am.
her on.
He
You
leave
play
me
like
alone.
y'all together or you
He do.
No, you
He
do.
do.
Don't do that.
You do.
Let me
Don't
from
do
my
that.
outside
Don't do
looking
that.
in.
Don't do that.
From
Don't
my
do that.
outside
Don't do
looking
that.
in, it's
I do
like
not lead no
I
man.
want to ask you
I
this.
don't.
I want to ask you
don't.
this, Shawn Jr.
I mean,
I'm getting mixed messages because, for one, your sister's telling me that you're not in a relationship, you've never been in a relationship. But then I have Miranda here telling me that you're in our relationship. So I need to hear from you
No,
directly.
we had our moments where we was together, for sure.
That doesn't give me a clear answer. Have you been in a relationship with Miranda during the past 6 months?
No.
Have you been in a relationship with her in the past year?
I see. It's the same. No.
Exactly.
No.
So I can understand just from as an outside bias, like being an outside perspective, why there might be confusion on Miranda's part.
Right.
Because if you can't answer that question directly with me without looking up in your head and being like, I'm not sure, means you could have led her on.
No.
then that's what
I'm
that's what
not.
it is. But in her head, it's like that's what you're doing.
But I need this as a young man. You can't see that there could be maybe actions that could lead them to believe. Because if everyone is feeling that, there's two people that are in your life, one person who's not in your life, watching your actions, who see that there could be some confusion happening in the way that you're communicating your feelings. You do understand that we're not all just making this up. We're watching your actions.
For sure.
Has there been moments in your life where you talked to Miranda and you said, like, I like you, I appreciate you? Have you ever been intimate?
Yes.
All of those things.
Yes.
So do you understand being intimate with her could make her think like maybe we're in a relationship?
Yeah.
Do you understand that maybe showing her more affection than just co-parenting can make her think that they're in a relationship?
For sure.
But then do you also understand why she could get angry if you then end up talking to one of your sister's friends and thinking that she's been disrespected or thinking that her sister is trying to play her for a fool?
I get it.
Okay then. I just want to make sure because you got an amazing mama right there, so I know she taught you right or wrong.
Right.
So I just had to confirm.
I
just had to confirm what you already did. I already knew you taught him all this.
You're doing too much. You're doing too much.
So, but why do you think she's doing too much?
Because she is.
Tell me why.
She's not gonna take accountability for anything.
Narcissist,
No.
all that. Like, for
I'm
real.
not no narcissist, and I'm not no
You are,
manipulator
but you are.
either,
Yes,
at
you
all.
So
are.
you tell me,
are.
why do you
You
think
are.
she does too much? Outside of just saying accountability, what is she not taking accountability for?
For one, like it's been moments where I went through her phone one time, seen her texting a whole bunch of dudes, sent it to myself, and she unsent everything.
That's not true.
Yes, it
I gotta
is.
get it
But
out.
if we're
But
gonna-
in his words, though, we're not together, so why does it matter?
Actually, you know
Be
what,
for real.
Miranda?
Why
I'm
does
gonna
it
be
matter
real
if we're not
because I'm
together?
taking your side right there. Because by your own logic, you just said that we've never been together. So
It's
from
been-
your own
No,
logic,
you just said we was never together, so why does it matter?
Why is it
So-
that
There's
she
moments
can't
where
talk
we've
to other
been together.
people
I
and
know
then,
that.
but you can?
This-
So what I'm
But if we're
saying
living
here,
under the same roof and we're together,
So you
You cheated
are
under the
physically-
same roof.
and we're
That don't mean
physically together.
nothing. Under
You're-
the
But
same
when she
roof.
does, she plays
What?
like she's innocent.
I'm not, though. I
When
never said I
okay,
was.
Listen, like the other day. Okay, just say for instance.
I
Okay,
gotta
Miranda,
tell
let
you
me see
something
your
right
phone.
now, girl. I was with you
It's
and
like-
all the way until, and I was trying to figure out the stuff. This is all breaks down to your brother.
It
You
does.
have been-
No,
you
but
have
it
been-
does.
You have needed
That's what
this
I'm saying.
all
I'm not.
around.
Right, and I'm not putting it all on her.
Yes,
I can
of course,
understand
yes.
as a woman. I get it.
So why are
it's
you doing
like-
that? Because I know that Miranda has probably told you she wants to be with you.
I've told her vocally out my mouth that I don't want to be with her.
Okay, then.
And
So then why won't you allow your actions to match what comes out of your mouth? And I'm just wondering.
Because she won't give me a chance
they
too.
don't know how to co-parent.
She's always
believe
up
that, too.
under me. She's been living with me multiple times, even when I wasn't living with my mama, when I was doing my own thing.
I told you that. You
I was
have
doing
to
my-
make sure your actions
sure.
match what you're saying. He has. He's verbalized this in front of me, in front
I
of
believe
my
that.
spouse, in front of his older sister. He's told us in front of her. But the actions, like I told her last night, it doesn't add up. So you need to worry about yourself. For
sure.
That's what I want you to do.
Yeah. So when you're trying to communicate what you're feeling, what is going on? Because I understand, y'all, I get
It's
all
an
y'all
argument.
perspective.
Anytime I try to voice how I feel, because like I said, if I was to speak to Keemah about it,
It's a shutdown.
That's his sister, so she's not going for whatever I say.
That's not true.
Then when I talk to Shawn, if I try to express my feelings to him, he try to downplay it.
I mean, at the end of the day, what's happening here is that there is a lot of mixed emotions, not only with race and like the things that are going on with your side of the family. There's also cultural differences of how you communicate, of how you all are communicating.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of this, and it's all getting entangled into one. And the sad part is that the reason that we can't untangle it enough to really see the thing is because the first thread we got to untangle is this. And so, like, what I need to do first is get this clarity. Do you want to be with him?
It's a complicated co-parenting situation.
Is it worth it to deal with this versus be alone?
But what should everyone do moving forward?
I love you, and I'm here.
Plus, can this couple handle the truth?
Pages upon pages upon pages upon pages.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
And why do you think it's toxic?
Off the bat, she's not accountable for anything that she does.
I can understand just from as an outside bias why there might be confusion on Miranda's part. There's two people that are in your life, one person who's not in your life, watching your actions who see that there could be some confusion happening in the way that you're communicating your feelings. So when you're trying to communicate what you're feeling, what is going on? Because I understand, y'all, I get
It's
all
an
y'all
argument.
perspective.
Anytime I try to voice how I feel.
Do you want to be with him? And be honest with your emotions right now because I'm gonna help you navigate them.
No, I just want to get things straight from my son before we try to figure out anything.
Okay then, so you do not want to be in a relationship
No.
with him. And hearing and saying that out loud, does that feel a little scary? Does that feel
Yeah.
safe? It feels a little scary. Why does it feel scary?
I'm used to him being there, and sometimes I feel like, oh, I don't want to be alone, but is it worth it to deal with this versus be alone?
I get that.
So,
That's also compounded by the fact, and the reason I asked you if it's scary is because you've been rejected by your family.
yeah.
You've been rejected by your family, and so there's probably a lot of rejection coming from you from a lot of places. And so you're latching onto the one thing that you do have
Yeah.
a paternal connection with.
Most definitely.
So I can understand that it's like, yes, I know it's toxic, but it's also scary because now if I get rejected from this, now it's like I'm out here all alone.
Yeah.
But I
exactly.
told you already that I love you and I care about you. I have to deal with you no matter what. So
Right.
if you needed a place to stay when in May,
Well, so I'm gonna tell y'all this. I'm gonna
You
tell y'all
can
this.
come.
When dealing with someone who's dealing with the rejection, when you say things, but I gotta deal with you anyway,
Yeah.
it doesn't help to deal with the issue that feels rejected.
I get it. And I said that totally and completely wrong. So forgive me for that. I apologize. You have me. My grandson is here. I love you. I love him. And I'm here.
Can you
okay?
receive that, what she said?
I do, and I appreciate everything you're telling me, and I love you too, and I do see that you're trying to put more of an effort in
Thank
to
you.
get to know me, and I appreciate
Thank
that, because I would appreciate to get to know you as well more.
I'm
And
not
try to
going to
do
give
better.
up on you.
Yeah.
I love you too, Miranda. I want you to feel safe coming to me. Like, I want us to not fall out just because you and Shawn are on a page.
I
Like,
agree.
I want us to be able to just
Communicate better.
just communicate and understand that I'm not against you. I'm not your enemy. Like, period. I don't want that for
So
you.
what you just received
You
right
know?
here, understanding that you now have been clear that you don't want a relationship, and we've established you're scared about being out here by yourself, you're not alone. Now, can you
She
clearly
tryna make
say?
me look like the bad guy.
No,
I'ma just be
no.
so
There's no
honest.
bad guys here. There's no bad guys. You're not gonna lead this. Let me tell you what you're never gonna do is lead this stage being a bad guy. This stage is about everyone healing and understand. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. What I need you to do now is, she said she doesn't want to be with you. Can you commit?
Yes.
You don't want to be with her?
No.
Well, that means all your actions from now on.
For
that
sure.
means no more of like, I'm gonna be checking your phone. I'm gonna sleep with you on this day. I'm gonna say
sure.
something cute to you here. I'm gonna call you baby this day. none of that can happen.
None of that, for sure.
So you're committing to that?
Yes.
Now that we unraveled that, there's a bigger issue here. Because what's gonna happen is that little baby you got is going to be in a situation where they feel everything y'all are feeling. The rejection, the confusion, and if y'all don't figure out how to handle it and protect that baby from it now, and this is not even their responsibility, you two, and start talking about that, then you all are going to have bigger issues on your hand.
For sure.
Yeah. Yep.
What is on your mind right now? Because I see you getting emotional.
I'm not gonna do it.
It's
No,
okay,
I'm
baby.
okay. I'm not gonna cry.
It's okay.
I just want better for my baby. We gotta start somewhere.
You're gonna have to mourn the relationship you have. This is a big thing for you because a lot of this, like now y'all finally got clear. This is the first time I feel like they got clear on what's really important.
For sure.
This is where the co-parenting journey starts for y'all. And you also have to mourn this as well.
Yes, I am. But I still want to be her friend. Like, I don't.
You should
I
tell
don't
her.
want us to
Tell
not
her.
have a relationship with each other. I love you. You my, like, you gave me a beautiful, handsome baby boy. Like, just beautiful, gorgeous. Like, I can never, ever, like, repay you for that. So, and I appreciate everything that you've done for me, but I want to be able to grow and be able to take steps to better myself and my son so he can have a future. And that's honestly what I want. That's all I want.
I agree.
That's all I want.
I'm gonna tell y'all this. With the support y'all got from these two amazing women and the fact that y'all finally have unraveled that piece and are hearing each other, the fact that you know you need to mourn, the fact that y'all know that y'all need to focus on that, y'all can start co-parenting. Y'all give each other a hug. I do believe it. Mom, you want to come down here, Mama? Because you running in. Come on down here, Mama. Come on down here, Mama, because you did the work before. Now come on down. Come on down here, Mama. This is a family. This is a family.
She needed to know.
Yeah. It started today. This is just the first step.
Yes.
And I think y'all heard it. Things unraveled. Y'all got it now. Y'all gonna be all right.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
I wish y'all all the best.
so
Seriously, y'all welcome. All right.
They've dealt with the police
We get into really bad fights. So the police, I don't know this woman, it's a prostitute. I was trying to help her.
and they've dealt with living on the street.
On the street, yeah, for like 5 days. I'm sorry.
But can this couple deal with what happens
She is very messy.
after both of their phones are unlocked?
Samantha says she discovered her boyfriend Jonathan was still living with his ex when she found ladies' clothes that didn't belong to her. Since then, Samantha hasn't been able to trust him, but Jonathan says she is the one who cheated. I'm unlocking both of their phones today to find out the truth. So everyone, please welcome Samantha to the show.
Good, how are you?
Have a hug?
Yes.
Nice to meet you. You are so pretty.
Thank you.
And you smell great.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So when did you ask Jonathan about his child's mother? What happened there?
When we first met, I asked him just because usually when I meet guys, and like I don't like to I know how girls are, so if he had anything going on, I wanted to know about it.
Yeah.
And
That's just transparency and communication.
Yeah, and he told me his baby mama and him were living together for 8 years. They had just broke up and she moved to Miami. But his son, he said he had an in-home caregiver living with him to watch his son while he worked. And I really didn't believe that already, but I kind of just trusted him. So I used to go to his house sometimes in the weekends, just spend some time with him. And I seen like a lot of girl clothes in his room. He said his baby mama just left her stuff there. And one day I came over, I seen a new pair of shoes in his closet with a receipt. And I seen the name on the receipt. It was the same name of who would call him. So I looked it up on his Instagram. I typed the name on people who was following on Instagram, and it popped up. And I was like, is this your baby mom? He said, yeah. I was like, is this the girl that's living with you? He told me no still. And then, so I wrote a note, and I left it in one of the clothes drawers that was with her clothes.
Yes.
And she ended up finding it like 3 days later. And so when I called him, I heard them arguing because she found the note. And so that's where like all went downhill from there.
That's when everything had to come out and unravel.
And so I found her I called her on Instagram. Since I found her on Instagram, she was like, oh yeah, he's a narcissist, he's a liar, he manipulated me, he put me through all this for 8 years.
Oh, wow.
He's gonna come to your house and try to apologize to you and tell you he wants to marry you, all this other stuff. And he came over and he did what she said she was gonna do. He was like, I'm sorry, I wanna have your baby, I wanna have kids, I wanna get married and stuff. And I wanted to sit there and talk about it because I was upset, but he didn't really want to talk about it. He just went to sleep. And so we never really talked about it.
Hash it out.
Yeah.
Do you two live together?
We were for a minute. Right now we're not, because we would get into really bad fights where he would like kick me out and stuff. Like.
Do y'all have any kids together?
No.
Okay, that's good.
I have a daughter.
Yes.
But my daughter calls him daddy and stuff because he's been taking care of her. We've been talking for like almost 2 years.
She kind of looked like him in that photo. I know that's not her biological father, but like, it's funny.
Yeah.
So I need to get back to when he kicked you out. Where did you and your daughter go? Because you said that she's close, so.
So, I mean, one of the times, the first time he kicked me out, I was by myself. My daughter was with her godmom. We was in the car, door dashing and stuff. I only had a sweater on, I didn't have no pants or anything. He kicked me out the car. Like, we was in Atlanta. He kicked me out the car. Someone ended up calling the police. He told the police, I don't know this woman. It's a prostitute. I was trying to help her. It's just some random chick I met in the street. And, you know, they made us separate. And I was out on my own on the street, for like 5 days. Yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
And it was like, that first night, you know, we were talking, texting still. Like, I was telling him, like, I don't have nowhere to go. Come get me. He was like, no, I'm not doing it. And then it was like 12 o'clock that night. He asked me where I was. I ended up finding somewhere to go for the night. He was like, oh, you found somewhere to go? He blocked me. He's like, have a nice life, you know, block me. And I was like, I was like, why are you mad that I found somewhere safe to go?
Yeah.
The last time he kicked me and my daughter out the car, it was 2 times he did it. The first time we was at Quick Trip. He went through my phone and he saw me venting to my friends about our situation. And he was like, oh, you talking mess about me to my friends? I mean, to your friends. Like, I don't talk bad about you. And I went to inside Quick Trip to take my daughter to the bathroom. Yeah. And he came in. He pulled the car to a different parking lot, came in, gave me my phone, and ran to the car and left me and my daughter there at Quick Trip.
Well, everyone, I want to see what Jonathan has to say about all of this. So welcome Jonathan to the show to get his side of the story. Hey, Jonathan.
Hey, how's it going?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, thanks for being here.
No problem.
So, tell me, from your point of view, you heard all this.
Yeah.
What do you have to say?
A lot of those accusations are fake. They're
Fake?
not. Yeah, they're not true. Like at this point, we argue every 6 hours, and I'm like, it's not good.
It's not even every 6 hours.
Yes, it is.
And he don't understand why we argue though. It's because of the stuff that we went through that we never talked about.
Another one was my baby mom. Right? She was like, she's kind of sneaky too. So she spoke to her. Right? She was telling her that, oh, I'm this type of guy. She really trusted her, and she believed everything she said, and she held a grudge against me ever since.
If I believed everything she said, I would have never continued talking to you.
But doesn't she have a right to kind of be a little upset, seeing as how she found out, not from you, but having to search, that you were still talking to your child's mother?
Okay, so about that, we just started talking. I met her at work, and I didn't know her at all. And I was like, okay.
I found out 9 months later.
I've been through a lot of stuff with my baby mom, so I'm like, okay. I'm not going to tell you the whole truth, but I'm going to withhold some information because I do not know you. I didn't know her.
But we had sex already, so you know me. That's why I said you knew me enough to have sex with me.
Wait. No, we didn't have sex until like 6 months later.
Yes,
so that's
on my birthday.
When time passed, I'm like, you know what? Yo, I need to talk to you.
Another thing, like on my birthday, he took me out to Benihana's. He was really nice. He got a hotel decorated with like balloons, flowers, took me out to eat and stuff. And I went through his phone. I went on Snapchat and I seen him texting someone named My Princess, and I did his hair that day, and he sent her video of his hair and stuff, telling her, and it ended up being his baby mom. So while we're at dinner, like I was upset, like I had to go outside, like get myself together. We go back in the hotel room, I'm like, you know, before we do anything, I want you to tell me the truth. And he sat there like, I'm gonna tell you the whole truth. I promise. Looked me in the eyes and swore he was telling me the truth, just to find out months and months later that he was still lying.
Do you two ever break up during these arguments?
So when he gets mad at me, he's thinking that I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm done with you, and he does that every time. So it's like. It's like, do you want to be with me? Not every time he gets mad, oh, you can go. I don't want to be with you no more. I don't need this. I don't want this.
Why do you keep going back?
Why
do you keep going back? Well, you break up, so why do you keep going back first?
I mean, I don't go back. She comes back to me.
So then why do you allow her back in your life?
Because she's like, I see that she really needs help in a situation where she doesn't have like guidance to me. So
you with me for pity or something? That's what you're saying right now. Like, you're not my dad, we're in a relationship.
Okay, but if I see something wrong, Karamo, I'm going to help her. For example, like, she has a daughter that follows her footsteps, and she is very messy. She is messy. Like, we can be outside getting something to eat. If somebody's having an argument, she will join their argument.
But it's not even in front of my daughter, that's with us together.
No, it's everywhere. Like,
I don't be doing the argument, I'm just nosy. It's just funny. I just be like, just listening.
Oh, it's just funny. Being messy is funny?
Do you trust her?
Not anymore.
Not anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he started saying that after I told him I don't trust him anymore.
Well, he's saying that he doesn't trust you. You said now that you don't trust him, which is why you're here for me to unlock these phones.
Okay.
So you both... Before we start, you both came here to unlock the phones, and something that was interesting to me is that, Jonathan, you agreed to unlock your phone.
Yes.
But Samantha, you didn't want us to. You stopped my team from unlocking his phone.
Why didn't she want to see inside his phone?
We asked several times, and you said, no, you don't want it.
And what will happen when her phone is unlocked?
Pages upon pages upon pages upon pages.
Find out next.
Samantha says she discovered her boyfriend, Jonathan, was still living with his ex when she found ladies' clothes that didn't belong to her.
One day I came over, I seen a new pair of shoes in his closet with a receipt, and I seen the name on the receipt. It was the same name of who would call him. So I wrote a note, and I left it in one of the clothes drawers that was with her clothes.
Yes.
And she ended up finding it like 3 days later.
A lot of those accusations are fake. I'm not going to tell you the whole truth, but I'm going to withhold some information because I do not know you.
Jonathan, you agreed to unlock your phone.
Yes.
But Samantha, you didn't want us to. You stopped my team from unlocking his phone.
Those are not, like, it's nothing on those phones. Like, his actual iPhone is in the shop right now. The screen's broken.
Okay.
So I didn't really mind. I was just saying, like, they're not going to find nothing on those phones.
So why didn't you just let us search anyway? Were you afraid to see something?
On his phones? No, I don't care. They did it, like he signed it. I don't care. I just knew, like, there's nothing on those phones.
Well, you did in the moment care because we asked several times and you said, no, you don't want it. It wasn't the explanation you give it now.
I just know there's nothing on those phones.
Okay. All right, well, we weren't able to unlock your phone, but Samantha, it's time to unlock your phone. All right, Jonathan, you want to know if Samantha was still talking to her weed dealer on Cash App. She says she is not. My unlocked the phone investigators search her apps and she is telling the truth. There are just transactions, money, no messages at all. Jonathan wants to know if Samantha was talking to men on Instagram. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched her DMs, and she is telling the truth. Jonathan, you also want to know if Samantha was talking to men via text. She says she is not. My Unlock the Phone investigators searched her text, and she is telling the truth.
Now, can I say something?
I think there's something interesting before you tell me something. After we went through these phones and my phone investigator showed me this, I actually said, can we check more between the messages between you two? And because that's where I get a lot more information. I'll forget outside people.
Okay.
Can you send me the messages that I had the producers pull that I looked at this morning in my office? Thank you. Now, this right here is thick. Pages upon pages upon pages upon pages of text messages between you two that is probably some of the most unhealthiest text messages I have ever seen between two people. For me, it looked like that you are done with this relationship, but you feel guilty. And what you said here on this stage, you also said, she really needs my help. And that's what I got through this consistent message. Okay. Do you feel some type of guilt, like you're being with her just because you feel like you have to take care of her? Because to be honest with you, reading those messages, you don't love this woman.
I mean, I do love her, regardless of what you've seen. But I feel like out of everybody
By the way,
she
that's
knows,
textbook definition of gaslighting. When someone says, despite what you saw, despite what you saw, this is what it is. Just to let y'all know.
Yeah.
Despite what I saw, so my years of training, despite what I read, all that's.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, I do love her, and I feel like I'm one of the only people in this world that can help her. So that's why I'm still here.
Samantha, I gotta be honest with you. I'm looking at your emotion right now. You don't even look like you love him. I don't understand why you're banging on a door asking for an answer when he's already giving the answer. He's told you over and over and over again. I mean, I'm just going through just some of the things that has come out of it. And listen, this is unhealthy on both of your sides. Okay. Y'all need to end this. That'd be the only advice I gave y'all. Y'all wanted people to unlock the phones. You wanted me to unlock phones. We didn't get to unlock your phone. I unlocked it, and I searched, and I done found out that y'all toxic as hell, so time to break it off. So the choice is y'all. Are you gonna stay together? Or are you gonna try to walk off the stage as friends and figure out how to move forward just as friends?
What do you want to do? Because I've tried. I try to help you as much as I can. I don't mind taking a break because, you know.
So you want a break? There
yeah,
you go.
I don't mind taking
you want a break.
I don't mind taking a break.
You heard it. I know it's hard. I know you got to process this, but it's going to be for the best, okay? I know. It's going to be for the best. I know. It's hard. But y'all got to do this, especially for that beautiful little girl you got. For that little beautiful girl. And for your child. Let her take her time to process. I'm glad at least that in this moment you were able to step up and be honest.
I've been stepped up, Karamo.
I see it. I'm talking about in this moment of being honest with your communication. She's been asking for communication and honesty, and I think this is one of the clearest and most honest moments you've ever given her. If you can continue this, I think y'all actually can get to a place where y'all can resolve, move away, and be out of each other's life and then maybe come back and be healthier together as friends. All right, friends. Thanks for being with us. Make sure to come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking, we can keep going. I love you all.